All right. All right. Welcome to episode 1 of the I&J Sports Show. I'm Ian.
I'm Jordan.
And we're going to start things off with some popular news stories that are pretty current. The main one first is Dwight Howard choosing to take his talents to Houston instead of L.A. First off, the main question is what's going to happen with L.A.?
I think pretty much Dwight Howard just took a look at L.A. and saw that they're aging. They're getting older. I mean, Nash is what? Late 30s?
He's getting up there, 38.
Kobe has an Achilles problem. Gasol's only getting older. He's having foot problems also. Meta, he's probably going to be gone. I think he looked at I think he looked at the team and pretty much saw old men.
There's part of that, and I do feel a little bit of the part that he's somewhat afraid to be number one in control. He can't handle the pressure on his back, and LA, that's one of the biggest markets, if not the biggest. Them and probably the Knicks, the hardest is now. He goes to Houston. It's the lower market. Now all eyes will be on them, but. I mean, you got James Harden. He's no Kobe. He's no LeBron James. But still, NBA last year, 25.9 points a game, so he's no slouch. But so Dwight Howard, I feel a little bit like he felt too much pressure. Maybe the fans pressured him too much. The team.
His jersey's hanging from the rafters.
I mean, they got some legendary big guys, probably two of the best ever. Probably the two best ever. So I feel like the spotlight's hit him a little hard.
Yeah, I just think this was a culture shock for the Lakers. They're not used to having people turn them down. And especially when you have Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, Kareem, these guys. They've won multiple rings, and they try to talk them into it. They don't want to be part of it.
So LA is aging. Their opportunities will come. They do have a lot of money. That's more of a later topic. 2014 with Durant, LeBron, all them. That's all the rumors.
Yeah.
But first, what's more important now is what does this mean for Houston?
I don't know. I still see Houston as maybe a fourth, third, maybe.
Maybe.
I still have Thunder.
They were 8th last year. I mean, this does add a little bit of a power punch. But Clippers are better. We don't know about the Lakers. I don't see them being better. Spurs probably have the best coaching in the league right now.
Yeah.
I can see maybe a 4 or 5 seed at best. They're not a title contender with just Harden, Lin, and
I think they're still a little early. Give them another year. See what happens in 2014 with all those free agencies.
They were 6th in scoring last year, averaging 109.7 points a game. Obviously, Howard is a force down low. He definitely can bring that up. He averages 19.5 a game during the regular season. Usually leads the league in blocks. He did in 2013, even having a sore hurt back.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a force still. It's just can he handle it mentally is the big question.
Yeah.
One thing you can improve on is their defense and rebounds and such. Houston was 16th out of 30 teams last year in defense, allowing 106.1 points a game. Obviously, Howard is a 3-time back-to-back-to-back defensive champion. So he can definitely help out down there. The main struggle is going to be a power struggle again.
It's put up or shut up now for Dwight Howard.
I mean,
this is his third team. He just needs to make it happen. Quit the talking and win a championship.
Do you think he'll be able to work with Harden and Lin? Harden and Lin had their own struggles anyway.
I'm just curious to see. They got to develop that chemistry.
Plus, they got the other big guy, Ashik. Neither of them are very good mid-range jump shooters. Yeah. Neither of them can really stretch the floor on the new agile 4s or 3s even, who go down low. So that could cause some problems. There's no really talk about trading Ashik or anybody yet. So I don't really know how that's going to collide down low with those two big guys down there. But playoff team, I think can jump up from an 8 to maybe a 4 or 5.
I see them winning the first series.
But no titles yet. I mean, they still have to go up against some pretty good teams, being a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But never know. It's tight. There are some definitely still the better conference, other than the Heat, of course.
Yeah, I mean, out east, maybe the Pacers. I guess you could say the Nets now.
You still can't really.
Pierce and Garnett.
Yeah, but they're getting old too. Yeah. They can't stop King James still.
No, I think they have one more. I still don't see the Heat winning it this year. I don't think they'll. I don't think they can do three-peat.
I don't know. It's
Speaking
gonna
of
be tough,
three-peat,
though.
Speaking of three-peat,
Yes.
L.A. and their baseball team, Yasiel Puig, the phenom, basically taking over the major leagues.
What does that have to do with 3P?
I don't know. I was trying to segue into Yasiel Puig.
Anyway, obviously the phenom Puig, all eyes on baseball on Puig. Dude, just a monster. There's a couple different opinions of the guy, but I mean, his story's
really-
pretty legendary as well.
He's really
but
just showing up, taking the league by storm. I mean, the guy's a man-child. He was batted over 500 in spring training. I just think the only reason why they didn't bring him up was probably his maturity. He's still young, still plays like that. I think he's basically learning the game while he plays the game.
And he's pretty just a natural. I mean, he's 22-ish. We're not quite sure because defect stories and all that. The guy's a monster. Batting over 400 still. He's been in the league about a month or so.
He's batting .407. He has
He's
9
tearing it
RBIs.
He's tearing it up.
9 home runs. 19 RBIs.
These guys in 1 month, guys tearing it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has only been a month. He hasn't faced a lot of the teams again. A lot of the pitchers. I mean, they can happen. Start out hot, and then you can just go downhill.
I mean, he's slugging .659. His
I mean,
on-base percentage is 1.101.
He's definitely down. No signs of slowing right now. The
Not at
main
all.
thing, I mean, now he's going to see a lot. Well, he's going to be an everyday starter now, but now Kemp's out.
Yep.
Ethier's in trade talks. He's the guy now.
Yep.
He's the guy. You got him. You got Gonzalez, who's consistently good at LA.
Hanley, somebody no one's really talking
Yeah,
about. He's
finally.
batting .419.
Finally decided to play some baseball.
Yeah. Although last night he went 0 for 4, of course.
Yeah, doesn't matter when you get 17 hits in one game, I
Yeah.
guess. But the big storyline with Puig is the All-Star talk. There's a lot of negatives. You got the Papelbon coming out a couple weeks ago. You got the Braves players right now. Obviously, they're a little biased, the whole Freeman issue.
situation.
But should he be an All-Star?
Yeah. I think it's something baseball needs. They need something young, something entertaining. And if the whole point of the game, the All-Star game, is to get home field advantage, why wouldn't you want the best player out on the field? Simple. Would you rather have Freeman helping you win, or would you rather have Yasiel Puig?
I mean, I'm a little different, I guess. He is obviously right now probably the best player in baseball right now. There's a couple others up there, but the fact he's been doing it a month while some of these guys are deserving of doing it the whole season. You got Beltran, Kadire, you got Gonzalez in Colorado also. But those guys have been batting over 300, driving in runs almost every game. They deserve to be there. Now that it's announced they're there, if he were to get the fan final vote, I'm totally okay with that. He's definitely deserving of it. And plus, I mean, it was like Bryce Harper last year.
I just look at it this way. It's all-star game. Stars. This is meant for him. This is meant for guys with that caliber of play.
You do get my personal problems with the All-Star game. You got like Troy Tulowitzki, obviously he's an All-Star
It's
player.
obviously not perfect.
Obviously an All-Star player, but he's the starting shortstop in the National League, and he's injured.
I just feel baseball could use something like him right now. It's struggling. It's falling behind.
The viewing goes down every year, so they need somebody out there to help boost the ratings. That's the main thing about it's just getting slaughtered by the NFL. So I mean, everybody just talks about football constantly. So baseball, man, America's pastime is getting overshadowed.
Yes, most definitely.
Even basketball. But the All-Star game coming up next Tuesday already.
Wednesday,
the Midsummer Classic.
Yep.
Coming back. Everybody's got some issues. Definitely a couple snubs. Most particular, in my opinion, from the Oakland A's. I feel like it's a little unfair. The A's have one of the top records in baseball, maybe the best right now in the American League. Last I checked, they're a half game from the top from Boston.
That's just going to happen. You're a smaller market. You're a team that doesn't really
There's
possess.
more players from Kansas City going to the All-Star
Yeah,
game
I
than
know.
Oakland.
I know. Oakland prides himself on winning small ball and guys that aren't well known.
I'm actually pretty okay with the starting lineups for the most part. I do feel like Goldschmidt should start over Votto, that kind of thing. He's just been tearing it up. He's got 74 RBIs. That's third best in Diamondbacks history. His fielding percentage, he's only had one strikeout more than Votto. Not as many runs or walks, but I mean, overall, the guy's pretty much the spark plug for the Diamondbacks. And right now, that's pretty much all they got. They're hurting right now, but
Yeah.
There's always going to be some snubs. I mean, Josh Donaldson, I feel like from the A's should be an all-star, but he's obviously not going to start over Cabrera.
Donaldson's
No one's
been
going to start over Cabrera.
No, I mean, every time you look at him, he's hitting 2 home runs a game.
But you got Manny Machado is not performing as well as
No.
Donaldson. You got Encarnacion's going also. So, I mean, it's just, there's always going to be something that's going on.
I mean, for Oakland being over 500 and to only send one guy.
Bartolo Colon is apparently roiding out. Going to probably get suspended because the rumors with that guy.
He's finding himself on a whole different other list.
He has definitely found his stroke back, but we don't know if it's natural. So, but I mean, one thing that really bothered me about the whole Puig talk is all the media plugs, the biased opinions from things like ESPN, the whole vote him in kind of thing campaign. I can understand, obviously, Kobe Bryant pushing him, the Dodgers themselves, obviously, but like just that kind of thing, it is a little unfair, especially since they're in a big market. I mean, the play does speak for itself somewhat, but I mean,
he's exciting.
There's a lot of biased opinions going on right now. If he gets the final vote, I feel like he should go.
Agreed.
But I mean, I guess we'll find out by the end of the year if he keeps it up, he could be an MVP at this point. But
all I hear is he's only played for a week. He's only played for 2 weeks. He's only played for 3 weeks. Well, now it's been a month, over a month, and he's still performing. So if he can keep it up, I think we definitely have a star in the making.
We'll see, especially with Kemp, all his injuries. Ethier's probably gone soon. Yeah, that's the big one. Ethier, Chase Utley might be coming over there. So a lot of star power coming into They are getting, a lot of the stars are getting a little old. Been playing a while, but the young talent definitely helps spark it. Well, that pretty much wraps up episode 1, the INJ Sports Show. If you all enjoyed it, thank you for stopping by.